you are going all around the man and doing everything. You marry him now, he sits down, he says, "Come, am I not your wife?" And I'm not saying don't help. Like Pastor is saying, as for me, when you come, most people will come to you, they will say, "God said." The moment you tell me God said, I don't have anything to do. Bring there, I will bless you. Even God, after he had problem with Adam and Eve, he said, "He who finds a wife now finds a beauty." He found one for Adam, he got problem. Say, "All of you now, go and bring, and I will bless you." Amen.
Amen.
But men are also very good in seeing the future. That's why a man can go after a lady and say, "I want to marry you and be with you for the rest of my life." But the way you can be chosen is to be yourself. Both ways, both men and women, we have to be ourselves. You will see a man trying to go after a woman. He will do everything possible. Especially with our people, the Ukrainians. My wife can be a testimony. She can confirm what I'm saying. We've had people who come to church. They serve in church for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, some 7 years. Just because they want to marry one sister. The day they marry the sister, the next week they stop coming to church. 7 years of faithful service to God. Just to get a woman. Just a woman don't know God again. So the motives are also very, very important. It is absolutely important. And to maybe conclude, I would want to go back from where I started. That it is a new year, and it is a year in which we have to make concrete decisions, have more like a covenant relationship with God. And you know, covenants are sealed, so you don't have to break them. And tell God what you want your life to be this year, not according to your own mind, but according to how God has marked up in His Word, so that you will live by the Word and you'll be judged by the Word. It is very, very important. If you make those decisions, I never knew I was going to marry my wife, all right? But I was a leader in the fellowship. I was a leader in the community. I was a leader in different places. So everywhere she found me, I was leading there. It is not church that maybe attracted her. It is not only community service that attracted her. But I believe she could see me. And when I told her I was going to marry her, I was the last person this woman would have wanted to marry. Because she knew me. I live my life openly. I'm not the nicest person to be with. I'm very plain. I don't, I say the thing as it is. As much as I love you, I'll still tell you the truth. But eventually, because she's mature, she prayed, I have prayed. And all the time I was talking to her, I tried never to bring her in the equation, because most of the time you say I was praying, I had 4 days or 4 months. Some people fasted 4 months continuously. Can you imagine 4 months? And God said, "You'll be my wife." I didn't bring any of those things. Though I prayed, I saw the face of God, I knew she was the one, and I knew what I had told myself. Because as she refused that she was not going to marry me, I wouldn't walk away, start going to look for another person, because I know I don't have anyone to marry on earth. That's it. Had she gone also to marry another person, probably that would be the end of my life. So that was how concrete I was. But yet I came without any of such things to sort of woo her to come to me. So please, what is yours? God will not let it go away. Don't help God. Be yourself, prepare yourself, put yourself in a place. When you value yourself at your real value, I'm not talking about the fake value. I'm not talking about when you have sugar-coated something and giving it a price. I'm talking about the raw price, the real price. If your real price is high, you attract high level. If your real price is low, you will attract low level. So make sure you position yourself where God wants to see you, and that is how you will attract the other things that God has. I'm talking about relationship, but this has to do with also your job. It has to do with opportunities. It has to do with steady stuff that comes to you. I will be with 2 people sitting together, and one person wants to bless us. He can comfortably give one person a $10. He would be begging me, say, "Please, sorry, just accept this $1,000 because I'm not a $5 denomination." But he gives this money, he's thanking me, but that's your level. And don't compare your level with another man's level. One of the things that is disturbing us now is that we have created ideals and then we want to force to match up with it in a day. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. If my son sitting here would rely on what I have achieved and think that his life is made up, he's lying to himself. And he knows it. Because all I can give him, I won't give him money. I won't give him some stuff, but I'll give him what will bring him money. I'll bring him what will bring him God. I will bring him what, you understand? So if this my daughter here thinks, oh, my dad will give me all the counsel I need and all that, she will get it. But it will not be because she is my daughter. She's my daughter, she's my sister. She's a child of God, I'm a child of God. And if I don't teach her how to scrutinize men who are coming to them, how old are they? But they should know how to. But some people start talking to you. You smell the cheese, saying I'm from how far? Very far. Smelling the cheese. Yeah, not on top of your nose. Cheese has color. Cheese has smell. So they got to know. So we need to really get ourselves to that level. The kind of friends you have, the kind of books you read, the movies you watch. Who are your friends? That can determine where you get to tomorrow. How much of the Bible have you read? And how much are you applying? All these things are very important for our future. But this year, make it a point to match your life up with God. I was saying something the other day that God is interested in all the parts of our lives, spiritual, physical, and emotional. You cannot be spiritually worthy and physically poor and emotionally devastated. You should be able to be spiritually rich, physically rich, emotionally rich. Amen.
Amen.
So, Pastor.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
We can do better for Jesus. Hallelujah. Glory to God. Thank you, Daddy. And we'll be having him tomorrow by God's grace in our conference. And the theme for the conference is don't project that yet. Is